All right, hi Faith. Let's take a look at your proposal. Okay, now I've made some of the comments. Okay, so you can have a look at this. Okay, like for example, this you can click and I have added my comments. Okay, so a few things. Okay, like this true form. Okay, so many things are done great. All right, so there are still some things where some minor change some things that needs to be changed. um, Through formal or academic language rather than presenting multiculturalism through um, um, rather than I think it's in songs you don't use formal academic language, right? So in I'm sure that you can find a better words than this. Okay. Okay, so like for example, this entire song, okay, so it's talking about a love song, but what it has to do with multiculturalism? So, I mean, normal smart people could link about it. Okay, so like you're a normal smart person, you may try to figure out on your own how is this about multiculturalism based on what you wrote. Okay, but in a very technical paper, you should not leave it to the audience to figure it on their own. You have to write clearly words by words how it actually works. Okay, and then that's why you need to be very very technical. All right, reference to the song. Okay, you need to reference to the song, be very clear and very technical. Okay, which this entire proposal I would say quite lacking in. Okay, so like for example here, it assumed that it is actually about a love song. Okay, but actually, um, it's talking like just like multiculturalism. So usually, we don't understand something and we start to be critical. We start to be critical, okay, and we start to say that hey, your way is wrong. So it could be in another way is you're actually using your own ways to judge others. All right. So okay, then why do you talk you don't know me? Okay, this is okay. So like you repeat a phrase because memorable. Okay, so yeah, okay, so like for example here, okay, you want to say that you have to link. Okay, so like this happens in everyday life a lot of times when teenagers they first started into relationship, their actions are being misunderstood. All right, simply because their culture, the way they brought up is different. Even culture could be the same, but the way they brought up is different. All right, so they sort of have the concentration feelings. So that is why I put you don't be. But why you want to do that? Okay, so and how it relates to multiculturalism. So all this you are not putting in it inside. All right, there are so many things. I would say that you're only writing like 30% of this one. It has to be very very technical. All right. So okay, so throughout you have to be very technical, very detailed. Okay, it's still very very lacking. All right, and in one of the proposal, right? Okay, you actually did um the difference between Eastern and Western performance culture. Okay, like East is more about this you actually wrote it in a document. All right, so find it for me first. Okay, so okay, so somewhere here. Okay, 4 minutes. Okay, there is a task under 4 minutes video. Okay, so please make sure that you find for me what am I referring to. Okay, so like Chinese dance is more complete, but Western dance is more edgy. Chinese dance is it's more meaning. Western dance just more towards explaining the meaning. Okay, and how they practice as well. Okay, so this one is not inside, but I research Chinese. They have a way to practice. Western they have a way to practice. Okay, so okay, so you did not talk at all about the dance. Okay, we need the dance. Okay, you have to explain point by point about the dance. Okay, okay, so overall, okay, I feel that you have a lot of points, but a lot of repeated points for no value add at all. Okay, and the structure feels very, very messed up. So first, okay, so we need you, of course, right at the start, I would like your help to put in the story. Okay, so it need not have to be the full script. Okay, but point by point, but summarized form. Okay, like for example, right at the start, the two girls will come out and hype everyone up. Okay, and then they are going to recruit everyone. Okay, so you need not have to have the full script, but you can say two girls will start. Okay, and then they try to recruit every students. Okay, to join a team, but the Asian team comes in and then and they decided to have a contest to see the which side the school actually are more inclined to. Is it Western music or Asian music? All right, and then they have a competition. All right, so just summarize it. You don't have to be detailed. Okay, so once you have summarized it, okay, I need very, very clear technical that try the song first. Okay, Faith, try the song first. All right, and then do it the same for the story. Okay, so and later do it for the music. All right, so okay, okay, so after that, okay, so for example, I need the story. Okay, so you put the story. Okay, so this is what you will do. Okay, so this is what you do. Okay, so the story. Okay, so after that, okay, I need your help to be in very, very clear. Okay, just put things like, okay, how we relate to the students. Okay, so there will be a few points, and each of the points, okay, so there will be a few points. Okay, then each of the points I need you to reference to the story. Okay, like for example, how we relate to the students. Okay, arguments during teamworks. Okay, okay, they tend to have during project work. Okay, so in the show, okay, it's blah 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 blah. Okay, so how we relate to the students. Okay, so relating can be in a lot of ways. Okay, so something that they are interested in can also be related, so you can have gain their interest. Okay, so you talk about, okay, we use the topic on music. Okay, that they are now getting interested in. Okay, so okay, so what else? Okay, we have engagement. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, right now off my mind, I could think of at least 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. Okay, then you need to write. Okay, one. Okay, so stop them from talking to their friends. Okay, of course, phrase it nicer. Okay, learning about culture. Okay, so the different cultures. Okay, so these are things that are inside the play. Okay, so you can separate into some storytelling techniques, some are learning points. Okay, so you can separate them together, but almost this it's a bit all over the place, and I find that it's really lacking. All right, there are so many things to put in, but you feels that it's only like 20% inside. All right, so it has to be very, very detailed, very, very technical. Okay, I emphasize again, very, very technical. Okay, all right. Okay, so I would say that this needs to be inside. Okay, then after that, the artist, you have to be very clear. You have to have the profile, their their photos, okay, their past work, okay, how are they going to do it? Okay, and each of the money, right, money points, you have to justify them. Okay, so like for example, right now, okay, I mentioned we can only pay for the production. Okay, so like for example, the dance, you have to say that we want to spend $2,000, sorry, 1,800 to improve on the dance. Okay, so what you want the dance to be. Okay, so why you need to improve the dance? Okay, you must justify. Okay, and how you what kind of outcome you want. So you must justify that. In common faith, you have gone through university. You should know these kind of things better. Okay, so you must justify. Okay, so I would like to spend $2,000 on the to improve on the dance. So we are going to get professional to curate the dance step. All right, so the dance step to have more cross and to have stronger culture representative. Okay, and towards the points that you want to put in. Okay, like for example, Western is more edgy, Asian is more complete. Okay, so we find that right now many of the things are still not very perfect. Okay, so yeah, so this is what we need. Okay, so all right, so and we want some more cross whereby you can really see two different cultures. They are seems like they are dancing. Okay, so you can see it feels lacking in that they are it feels like they are dancing one dance but in two different style. So right now it feels like they are danced individually. So you have to explain it this way and be very very clear. All right. So right now you must explain like we find that we can do it better. Okay, we want to engage some of the professionals to actually do it. All right. So all these things needs money. All right. So okay, don't tell them that we are going to pay for schools and also rehearsals. All right, so just ask for all these things, and then we are going to, okay, just ask for all this money. Okay, so we're going to get the money and say, once you have the money, okay, we will do it voluntarily. We will just do it for school. No need to explain at all. Okay, you must not link that the money is going to be paying for the four schools. All right, Faith, be very very clear on it. Okay, yeah, you can see that many things are still lacking. Okay, okay, and how is it so overall I don't see almost don't see at all. Okay, how is it, they are paying for multiculturalism, so you must be very very dedicated of space just to answer that. Okay, which is totally lacking. So you need to say that the music is multicultural. Okay, and explain why how is do it. Okay, everything dance it. Okay, the song is guzheng and piano. Okay, everything's put in together is very synchronized. They compromise each other. Blah 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 blah. The story is about multiculturalism. Okay, so although the story is okay, then you have to explain. It's like we are putting two different cultures together and show the clashes and show how it can be done together. Okay, and show how about and using two different learning practice style, and from this and dance style and performance style, and that's show how they can actually do it. So that can be a multicultural performance. Okay, but most importantly is a dance and the music that is to be multicultural. All right, and this is very, very lacking, almost non-existent in your proposal. Okay, so you must be very, very clear. Dedicate a big section into how is this a multicultural show. Okay, the music. Okay, so it feels like so you must explain guzheng. It has blah 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 ding 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 ding, but it lacks the bass. So for piano, okay, it has the bass, but the guzheng, how it complements it. Don't just say it complements piano. You must explain clearly how, in very very technical term. Okay, with ChatGPT you can do it. All right, so all this is totally non-existence at all. Okay, then say how you want to improve on the music. You want to say, okay, so the music part you can say that right now we do not have a start. Okay, so we want to improve on the start, and we want to have a connection. We want to double the length of the song. Write something like that. Okay, so I would say not so bad. Okay, but we are only 20% done. Okay, and I need it very very soon, Faith. Okay, got to really work on it.